Yeah, so my background's software. I've helped over 50 plus companies raise venture capital, hundreds sell their business just through the strategy that I've learned doing it for myself, and then kind of counseling and providing these frameworks to think about that process. But really, just like how to start companies. So like in the software world, I really think. Especially in the information product world, so online marketers, you see companies like Lead Pages, so the founder Clay Collins, I got to talk to Clay early days, Russell Brunson with ClickFunnels, Nathan Barry with ConvertKit, Mike Phil-Sammy with Webinar Jams. I mean, non-technical people building software companies. And there's a reason for that, is that the technology and the complexity has been really suppressed and made more approachable to everybody. I mean, 40%, this is an IDC research paper, 40% of SaaS businesses run on Amazon Web Services. And Amazon makes it so that almost for free, you can have your site running and scaling to the world for no cost, which used to cost millions of dollars in infrastructure in the past. All the tools that you would use to collaborate with somebody, from GitHub to Slack to InVision, they're all free to use, if not free to scale, or very cheap monthly subscriptions. So what's happened now is, and many people have talked about software eating the world, is every industry. It doesn't matter if you're a marketer, an entrepreneur in a traditional business, or even a technology entrepreneur that's got a business and can't find escape velocity. Your world is going to change, because never have you seen companies go from 0 to a billion in valuation faster. I mean, they call it the unicorn club, and there are like hundreds of companies now because of the evolution of entrepreneurship. So what I wanted to do was take everything I've ever learned about building, scaling, and selling technology companies and put it into a program. And I put together this free mini course that's launching at ideatoexitonline.com. And in there I talk about how do you come up with the idea, what makes a great product, how do you actually validate that with customers, how do you build a team. I pretty much put everything in there. I mean, when I launched it last year to my personal email list, people wrote to me and said, why are you giving all of this away? And I was just like, again, my free stuff's going to be better than everybody else's paid stuff. So, I mean, that's just video one. And then I talk about how to actually build a growth engine, which is my approach to actually thinking strategic about marketing. For example, there's this thing called OPN, or other people's networks, where you can leverage network effects to get distribution for your product. You can also think about shareable moments, which is a strategy I teach, which talks about what are the events or actions in your product that you can prompt a user to share to get more distribution for your product. So these are no-cost marketing initiatives that are feature-based. Then in the last video, I talk about how do you raise capital for some of the world's best investors, or if you want to do it from friends and family and do it right, and then engineer your exit. And I always joke with people because they're like, well, I want to bootstrap and I don't want to ever sell. And I'm like, that's cool. But whether you like it or not, someday you're going to have an exit. It's either you're going to be exiting because you died or your business fails, but there will be an exit, and you're going to either create a lot of value or no value. And I really want to teach people, what I call value enhancers, and the way to look at your business, and what are those key metrics that if you focus on over the period of building your business, you're actually going to create a lot more value than a lot of people that don't. I mean, I know a bunch of entrepreneurs that have been in their business for 10, 15 years, and they think it's worth millions. And if you actually got it evaluated, it'd be worth like hundreds of thousands. It would be depressing to them. Not because they weren't capable, it's because they didn't know. And that's what I teach in that third video. So again, free program. ideatoexitonline.com. I invite anybody watching this has a little bit of an inkling on building a technology software SaaS product mobile app marketplace to check it out.